Or, yeah, her name's Beatrice. Hey girl. Aries, how are you doing? My name is Simply Falcon. I'm going to be doing your general reading for this week. When it comes to my general readings, I always ask people to rely on your intuition because I always like to speak in analogies. What I mean by this is that I like to use examples. So I might take the messages and use examples for like a relationship. But for you in your life, it could be talking about business or work or like a family relationship, right? So yeah, that's how you'll be able to best receive these messages and have them resonate. Even if they don't resonate, that's completely fine. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I'm not going to take it personal. It does give you a sense of direction. I would love for you to give me a like and subscribe because it does help out my channel so much. But Aries, let's get into your reading. I'm going to be doing 3 rows for you. Oh, I did 3 rows for you. Your first row is going to be the energies that you were just recently dealing with and like residual from the now still. Or you still may be having like dealing with the residual energies of that. Rather, I cannot speak apparently. Your middle row is going to be the blessings to come, and then your last row is going to be like what you should be working on to receive those blessings, because it doesn't mean no good to talk about the blessings if you don't know how to go to get them, right? So let's jump into your reading right now, Aries. You have for your first row, 6 of air, the wheel, Archangel Michael coming up in number 1, or 10 in for numbers equaling to 1 in numerology. Goodness me. And then 3 of water for you. Really good. All these 3 of these cards talk about a change, like a positive change. So this kind of signifies to me, Aries, that like because all 3 of these cards talk about it. I'm going to read off the cards and then I'll show them to you. 6 of air talks about things looking up, the end of a difficult situation, and taking a trip. The wheel card, Archangel Michael, talks about a time for a positive change, a situation suddenly moving forward, and fortune is on your side. And 3 of water, Aries, says a celebration, a graduation or birth announcement, and the need to have more fun. Okay. See how this is now. So it's interesting. I pulled the 5 of wands for you in terms of your 6 of air. So as I was saying before, let me finish my thought, Aries, before I get into this. For all 3 of these cards, as you can tell just from reading the cards themselves, they say where it's just like, it's signifying like a shift and a change. So it really gives me like new moon energy for you, a new beginning, because it's like you just finally you're in the process of like leaving like the dark tunnel and getting to the light at the end of the tunnel sort of thing. And so for the 5 of wands to come forward, this is kind of just like I don't want to say like kind of like a celebration, I guess, where it's just like you're making it out at the end of the tunnel with something you learned the lessons with, and you're like managed to get through it out the other side alive. And that's really all that matters, right? It doesn't matter how bruised and battered you are, just as long as you make it out on the other side, really. We have, for your wheel card, I pulled the Ace of Swords, and this is beautiful, Archangel Michael. And again, I love working with Archangel Michael. I feel like you can't go wrong with working with him. But with Archangel Michael, the wheel showing, this tells me you're in complete control of your life and how something turns out. And with the Ace of Swords coming in as well, that's another energy where it's just kind of amplifying that wheel energy, where it's like you're in control of the situation. And this is telling me that like you're kind of taking life by the horns and you're kind of just, it's kind of, to me, it's just like you're done with this dark period in your life and you're the one that decided. It's almost like you make the decision to be like, you know what, like I don't need to be in the dark right now. I can just turn on the lights. And you just turn on the lights, sort of thing. You're just like, you're taking matters into your own hands, sort of what thing, right? And the 3 of water comes in with the celebration, the need to have more fun, right? With the 9 of Pentacles as well. And these 2 cards, again, similar energy, and I love how this pans out, where it's telling me where it's like it's almost like you, Aries, have gotten to this point and like are getting to this period in your life where it's like you start just trusting yourself. You start having like a good relationship with yourself. You start being at peace with yourself. It's either like through this journey in this dark tunnel or in this dark phase that you had in your life, you really had you built a really good relationship with yourself. Maybe even just with your higher self. And it's like, it's through this, like you kind of just have realized your potential, and it's beautiful. I love this energy. You really are coming into your power, Aries. You're not letting situations defeat you, but in fact, you're allowing it to be empowering towards you. A lot of powerful energy. Full moon in Virgo, you are good enough. Yeah, you just realize that you're good enough. New moon in Leo, you realize you're good enough and you walk through the rest of this tunnel into this new light, this new period in your life with confidence. New moon in Leo, confidence is key to your success. Beautiful energy for your first row. And for your second row, we have the Six of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and the Sun card. This is showing to me investments. I'm going to be looking at more into this with cards, obviously clarifiers. But to me, the Six of Coins represents like the, you're kind of just like, it's through being comfortable with yourself that it inspires other people. And it's like through the more stable you become, the more stable your other connections and relationships are. It's like through working through something, through just like your inner peace, everything else starts reflecting off of that as well in a beautiful way. The Lover's card came forward for you. Interesting. Ace of Fire with your Six of Pentacles. Read off Ace of Fire. An exciting new opportunity, career advancement, and change your life now. Yeah, this is like in terms of like all these cards are talking about in terms of like an investment of some type. Hardcore energy in terms of like career and business and projects and like stuff like that, in terms of just like I hate the word because I feel like it's so overused, but it's like very entrepreneurial, so overused, and I don't know how to say it apparently. That energy, y'all know what I'm trying to say, where it's just like really, it's through this confidence and self-assurance that you have in yourself that you just take risks essentially. And it's like you start being a trailblazer because you just start shining so bright. I cannot speak in this video apparently. You start shining so brightly, and it's like it inspires other people and they start following in your tracks, or they start building, like going down their own paths, and it's beautiful. We have the Eight of Pentacles right here, Eight of Coins, and it's interesting. This is kind of like to me, this is like addressing like a long-term decision, long-term contract with something, because it's like Two of Air says being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, and pretending there isn't a problem with something. So this is telling me that it's kind of like you're delaying on committing to like pulling the trigger on something, Aries. I'm not going to really go too much deeper into that because I feel like for each of you guys will kind of already know what it's associating with. But to me, this energy right here is just signifying as like a pause in something, or like you not wanting to fully commit to something. It's interesting because it's very different from like everything else and how you're presenting yourself. It's almost like there's like this one singular thing that you just have a block on that you don't want to release. It's like you don't want to let go of this. It's like you've had this baggage for years, and throughout each upgrade in your life, you still had this one consistent thing that's weighed you down, but you've always just insisted on making it work in your life. The Sun card for your third pile in your second row, you have the Sun card, best card in the deck, paired with your Lover's card. So again, where I'm going to go off the decisions first, and then we'll get into the other part of this. This is telling me, Aries, that it's like once you do make a decision on whatever this Two of Air, Eight of Pentacles is, it's going to be beautiful. Like the Sun card is the most positive card in the deck. You can't go wrong with it. So it's really just like you're just delaying your abundance, essentially, is what I just heard. The Lover's card also just like in terms of like those that their main focus right now is in terms of manifesting a relationship. It's through you finding confidence in yourself and just taking risk, being bold. Maybe like, you know, this is like the Two of Air, Eight of Pentacles energy. In terms of like dynamic with social dynamics, this is telling me of someone that doesn't want to put themselves out there to start a conversation with someone, sort of thing. So take that as you will, Aries. Are you willing to, how long are you going to wait until you just decide? Because that's really it. When are you going to decide to start having that sun lovers moment? Let's get into your third row now. This is the row where it's like what you need to be working on. And you have all major arcana in here, so they're being rough with you. I apologize ahead of time. So we have the Hermit, the Devil, and the Emperor inverted. So it's a packed, loaded message with this. But it's a good thing because it's like you have such powerful energies working in your favor with powerful abundance and with powerful blessings coming your way. That means you have to do powerful changes to welcome this energy in, right? So what this is telling me, it's like you almost need to like hermit away, reflect on the language that you have with yourself or the patterns that you have in your life and really start working on it. There's something, figure out what's disempowering you, that's causing you to self-sabotage a little bit, Aries. There's something, you know, this is, I feel like in regards to this Two of Air energy and this Eight of Pentacles, where it's like addressing, like, why aren't you making the decision, or why aren't you committing to the right decision that popped up? Maybe some of you aren't making the right decision on something and you kind of know it. There's not me trying to gaslight you and say, oh, make you question yourself. You'll know. It's like a conscious effort of you being like, oh, I know we need to do this, but I'm going to do this anyways. It's kind of like oh, I know I'm on my diet, but I'm going to just eat this anyways. It's that kind of energy. So I'm not trying to like implant that you're making a wrong decision. You know it. But if there's something in your life that's disempowering you, that's not allowing you to fully walk into this Emperor energy. And it's until you walk into this Emperor energy and allow this energy to become upright instead of inverted, that you won't receive the Sun blessings, right? That you won't receive the Lovers. Like, you need to make a decision on this, but you're not going to make this decision until you build up some more confidence. So what are you going to do, Aries, to build up that confidence? What's stopping you from just accepting these blessings? Yeah, those are the cards that I have for you. Intuition, like, yeah, you know what you need to do. Intuition, you know what you need to do, Aries. I'm going to wrap this up for you because, you know, I'm going to allow you to have more time to work on yourself, because I really feel like that's all you need to do. Because it's like, once you get over your mental blockages, like, everything's presented in front of you. You just have to open your eyes. I love you so much, Aries. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. If this reading, again, did give you a sense of direction or make you feel better or what have you, please give me a like and subscribe, because it does help me out so much, and let me know how this resonates with you. I love you so much, and hopefully I can have the opportunity of being able to do this reading for you again. Bye.